What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good to see you. Last night we played our first locals with the brand new playmat, and God, does it look good. Pause. Okay, hold on 1 second before we continue. Very quickly, thank you guys. I can't say thank you enough. We just hit our 50th playmat pre-order as of recording this video, so pretty insane. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm just gonna get into the video. Thank you. Okay, bye. I had to christen it though, because you know I've been playing Doflamingo a lot lately, and I've been having a lot of fun. I really enjoy the list, but I wanted to spice it up. Had to play with the new Luffy playmat using the starter deck Luffy. Okay, I saw a list that topped the top 32 of Knoxville using starter deck Black Luffy, and I said, you know what? I want to give it a shot. Let's go. I changed up the list just a little bit. There were a few things that I don't know. Maybe it was just me that I wasn't super emphatic about, but I enjoy the way that I got it set up now. It feels like a lot of fun. It's got a ton of really use. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. See, everybody's just banging the table. Good God. I always tell them, I'm just like, hey, one time for the one time. Can we not bang the table? God. I think my friends like to troll me, okay? So I show up here and they're like, yeah, nah, screw you, man. We're definitely going to bang the table. And I'm like, all right, I respect it, but still... Damn. Yeah, but I like the list. The list is a lot of fun. It reminds me of playing, you know, Smoker in OP04 at the very end of OP04. I had a lot of fun with that deck, but it just eventually getting into OP04 felt like it wasn't going to do me as good as it did in the past. So I decided to give this Luffy a shot. It's a ton of fun. It's got a lot of removal and just overall, like, I don't know, great plays on it. But we do swing 5 here. He is going to counter out with a Marco. We're playing up against my man Juan here using the ace. He's going to play Izo, and it looks as though he finds an ace to get it started. And then swing 8 right at me. I'm just going to take that. The hand's got a lot of counterless cards in it right now. Sometimes it feels like it can draw that way. It just depends on the situation. But we do get a 4-drop Kuzan down, getting a little card draw out of that. And I've got 2 Sakazukis as well as a Kaku, and the Isho sitting in the back looking pretty, just ready to do some things. But he is just going to go 5 at life with Izo here. I am expecting him to go 7, so I just counter out of the first one. Do take the second hit though. Did not want to use the Fukuro blocker just yet. I didn't really feel like it was necessary. I also feel like in the ace matchup, I tend to like to get a lot of what is it? Like odd lives. I don't like to be on the even life because of stuff like Flame Emperor, you know, with the double attack and stuff. But as you can see, we're able to add a bunch of Rested Dawn because of well, actually, excuse me, 1 Rested Dawn because of the Izo dying, and then attaching that final Dawn, swinging 7 with both Kuzan and Leader. I love that ability about this, is just being able to really get some value out of using that Leader ability. And yeah, we choose to swing with the Fukuro blocker here. Maybe would have been better in hindsight knowing that he was going up to his ace turn to just leave that active and not really care about the Dawn too much. But yeah, that would have protected our Kuzan just a little bit, and then killing this ace would have been just a smidge easier. But overall, not too bad. We are on that 2 life unfortunate spot right now, where he's got options for Flame Emperor the turn afterwards, but we are going to have to play Sakazuki. I will just play Suru, lowering that ace. We play down the Sakazuki, and I'm thinking of what I want to trash. I'm considering like trashing a CP9 card just so I can get some Kaku value, but I just have far too many counterless cards in hand, so I choose to just let the Sakazuki go. Yeah. And then we attach one of the rested Dawns onto Luffy. I love that leader ability. It's actually super fun to use. And I attach one on Borsalino just because of Fire Fist. Now look at this. His top life was Fire Fist. How Giga Chad big brain was that? Bam! I said, no sir, no Fire Fist today. It was like the perfect amount of swing to get through, and then also to protect the Borsalino. Felt really, really good right there. But we do see a Sakazuki getting killed by Flame Emperor. I'm thinking of whether I want to block this or not, and I'm like, the only option you'd have to have is 5-cost Luffy. So I do decide to take the life. It's a little risky. I could have easily just blocked with Fukuro here. I was like, yeah, you gotta have 5-drop Luffy in order to get this, so I feel pretty confident. And I was like, yeah, the likelihood of you know, running that card is, I don't know. I was being pretty stupid. I'm gonna let you know, spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. He ends up getting it, okay? And it definitely changes up the the atmosphere a little bit. So he shuffles around his cards. I'm like, that card doesn't look good, and neither does that one. So I ended up getting a Fire Fist and a Shanks. He shows me the Shanks, and I'm like, oh my god, he's actually going to have the 5-cost Luffy. So now I'm pretty scared. I choose to use the Greater Eruption to get some counter power, and this was like arguably the smartest thing I've done. I'm going to go 5 at life. He is going to guard point out, but he's got the 5-cost Rush Luffy, as you see right there. Now, I did end up picking up a 2k counter off of that Greater Eruption, which was amazing because he ends up going 11,000 at life with Luffy here. And yeah, no block, so I have to go to 7, 9, and then we go 10, 11, 12. 5 cards to get out of that was truly terrifying. And then he swings 5 at life, and we just block with Borsalino. But that was a lot closer than I wanted it to be. We didn't really need to risk it that turn before. We could have just blocked with Fukuro. I don't know what we were thinking, but trying to get back and bounce back into the game after that, you know, I'm happy with how we ended up kind of finalizing that right there. But he's got no Dawn. I know that he has a few cards in hand, and he can use a lot of these as counter cards. I am going to go 7 at life here. With 3 cards in hand, he does choose to use the 2k counter and one of his events, though, to go up to 8. And now I'm in this weird spot where I'm like, okay, do I bank on him not having another Luffy and go for the Luffy KO? Or do I just go absolutely insane and go for the game? And I'm just a crazy man. I'm going for the game. I go 7k with Fukuro. He does get Flame Emperor here. It can't KO anything. So that's fantastic. And then we just choose to go 9 with Luffy and 9 with Isho. And he has enough to just get to 9. And we pull the game. Super close. Like a lot closer than I wanted it to be. But it was a really, really fun match. And yeah, I think that was it. I just enjoyed the heck out of that. Because I hadn't played Red with this list yet. I just played a few games on the sim. And honestly, we had a fantastic time just kind of going over it and bouncing back through, you know, some of the lines and stuff. But I'm gonna skip ahead really quickly because we decided to play a second round. We were waiting for others to finish their game, so we just wanted to play it back, you know, see how a second game went, get some of the different cards, and yeah, just try to test out another match. But I do choose to mulligan here. Wasn't a super big fan of it. I think he chose to go first. Or no, did I choose to go first? I can't remember. I know, I think he chose to go second. That's right. And I was like, oh man, I got a great hand if I was going second, but I'm going first, so this would be kind of rough. Yeah. But in that first match, I didn't see a lot of the CP9. We pretty much only saw a lot of the Navy package. And the beauty of this list is that it does have like some CP9 like opportunities as well as like plays and stuff like that, and I've been loving it. Honestly, if anything, I feel as though it's lacking like a extra CP9 card or something, but can't seem to find where I would make that change. And I've thought about I do run the 9-cost Shanks in this list, and it's just a one of. I know that the list on the top 32 was running 2 of those. I personally after trying it on the sim, felt like it was mostly a dead card in hand a lot of the times. So I just said, you know what, I'm going to run it as a one of, and there's been some situations where I've gotten it and I've been like, this card is so cool. But the vast majority of times, I'm like, oh god, this sucks. Like, if I don't have either 10-drop Kuzan or 4-drop Kuzan on board or Isho, it's like, not the best. Yeah. But he does get the Marco down. Doesn't really do much to us this turn. We are going to go with the Sakazuki, though, KOing the Marco. The beauty of that is that I get the Rested Dawn, so now Luffy's a 6k swing, and I'm considering whether I want to swing with this or Kuzan first to kind of feign that, but I do end up just going 6 and 6. He lets it go. We got a lot of cards out of hand right there. I was very happy with that. It looks as though he does have another Rush Luffy. He's got another Flame Emperor as well, which is, you know, it is what it is. Just unfortunate. He chooses to go 9 at life, though. I guess he does have to get me down at, you know, to within KO range, so I guess that's fair. But Kuzan's still up and alive, doing his thing, so I'm happy with that. I got to get either some blockers down now, or we do have to establish you know, a couple of good bodies to get some swings in, but we will just go 5 here. He picks up another Rush Luffy. I'll go 5 with Isuka as well. He's going to take that. And then brand new for 2. Hoping to get some CP9 cards in trash. I end up getting 1. I put one of the Khalifas in there, so I'm happy now that Kaku is essentially online. I do go 5 at life, and he does counter out with a Radical Beam. I was like, that's a lot. But 6 Dawn for 2 Fukuros. Not getting through my defense today, my friend. But he is going to play that ace, though, lowering the Isuka and the Kuzan. No defending those. We're just going to see a 6k swing coming in here. And then a 7k into Kuzan. I just blocked that pretty easily. I think that swinging into the Kuzan would have probably been the better option, but maybe not. I guess if he was trying to... for me to not be able to use Isuka, but I think no matter what, it would have been a good turn. So I'll go 5 and lower down the ace to 3. Fire Fist is a pretty dang good card, but 10-drop is an even better one. So we do take out the ace and then swing 6, getting him down to 1 life here. I've learned my lesson from the last time. If he does happen to Fire Fist... Oh, yeah, I remember this play. He top-decked Izo to get Crossfire. He used Crossfire on Kuzan and then Flame Empered me. And we're both just laughing like, dang, man. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. But I learned from last time, I'm not going to let him get that double attack off and get me within KO range. So, I do have... I guess a chance of going for board here. Is it realistic? Not really. I'm just going to play Kaku, though. I'll return some of the CP9 cards to the bottom of the deck. I do end up getting that Rested Dawn, which is really nice, too, on the leader. And now I can go 7 at life and probably just play Borsalino. Yeah, play Borsalino, pass it over. We're feeling comfy with 2 life, as well as multiple swings to go for game the following turn. I don't see a way that he's going to be able to get through this. If we see another Flame Emperor right here, though, okay, ace. I think I even said that. I was like, yo, if I see another Flame Emperor, I'm going to cry. So it's 7k at life. Pretty certain, yeah, we just block this one, and then we'll just take the next. And then he'll just pass it over. We're going to throw everything under leader. Swing for 15. And he's got a few counters, but not enough. But fun games overall. I think the list is, honestly, it's fun. It's really fun. I mean, but you know me. I really enjoyed playing Smoker in set 2 and part of set 3. So This is like home for me. And we had to bust out the Luffy for the playmat. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.